Have a good debate.
You see, so now, you see, subhanAllah, because as I said, Islam goes in line with our universal knowledge. Where's universal knowledge? That's one of them. Common sense, universal knowledge. Like common sense, which is like natural inclination, sound reasoning, the fitrah, all of that. Islam goes in line with it.
Body language.
Allah gave it to us. Allah gave us revelation to go together. You see what I'm saying? That's why when we explain Islam to any non-Muslim who is sincere and honest, he accepts Islam. Or he will say, it makes sense. Let me think about it. But when we speak to someone who his sound reasoning is gone, his natural inclination has been corrupted, you cannot speak to him. These guys, even if Jesus come back, say, listen, I'm not God. Let's say, no, you are God. You can't. You can't. So people like that, you cannot speak to. That's why I have to be very careful who I'm going to speak to.
Because there's a couple sincere people here. So
yeah, inshallah, I'm trying to look, but today it seems that otherwise I go home. Because, as I said, when you come here, it's a da'wah. If I'm coming to speak to Majaleen, people just shouting and wasting time. Like, people should stop and ignore Hatun, Bob. These guys, they don't care. They don't care. They go against the Bible, they don't care. As though we are against the Muslims.
they're just holding it. It's almost not there with them.
Yeah, like for example, alhamdulillah, I made a video. It will be released today, inshallah. Have you not noticed? Apostates online, people who claim they are Muslims, and they have videos, or they are known on social media, day and night, speaking about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Something happened 1,400 years ago. Like this apostate apostate prophet. This guy called apostate donkey. Yeah. Or the other guys on Instagram, day and night, Islam, Muslims. While they see clearly the Muslims being oppressed in China, in France, in Central Africa, in other countries, in Palestine, in Kashmir. They don't speak about it at all. Hold a minute. So I said to them, look, so my question will be to you. If you live at the time when the Jewish were getting tortured by the Nazis, are you going to defend them? Or are you going to say the Jewish people believe, according to the Old Testament, that if you stone someone, if someone commits adultery, stone him to death? That is in the Old Testament. Are you going to do that or are you going to defend them? Because with the Jewish people, they change. But with the Muslims, because what they're doing basically, these apostate donkeys, apostate, these guys. Because if someone apostate and he left Islam and he's busy with his life, it's not our business. Like, I'm not going to go and just control him. But someone who openly wages war against Islam, claiming he wants to save us from oppression, claiming that Islam is unjust, cause injustice. Okay, Prophet Muhammad, for the sake of argument, Prophet Muhammad did something wrong. Can you change it? You cannot change it. Happened 1,400 years ago. Why don't you change what's happening with the oppression? Why? Do you know why? Because the business will go down. If he's going to speak about the Muslims, defending the Muslims, the business will go down. Now it's a business speaking against Islam. You understand? It's a business or to become famous speaking against Islam. But Islam is so powerful. That's why you see the enemies of Islam with different beliefs, different backgrounds, coming together to attack it. But yet, Islam spread it in the West. We're not using no spoons, no knives, no forks, nothing, no ruler, nothing. But people accepted Islam. And that makes them angry more.
The more they complain, the more people want to fight.
So how we make them angry? Ask to study and give da'wah. That's how you make them angry. They're gonna commit suicide soon.
The funny thing is, they do da'wah for us. They show their
How you doing, man? It's only good, yeah? Alhamdulillah. Sorry. Say again?
They do da'wah for us. They show their stupidity. They bring their
That's a good one.
followers to us.
That's good.
They want to know the truth.
Wallah, it's good. He said they give da'wah to us. I made a video about is the way to know something, is it only based upon observation, or there's other means that we can utilize to come to know about something that exists based upon certainty. There's other means. There's, for example, you're not going to say, if someone calls you, you say, listen, I have a new house for you. You're not going to say, no, I don't believe nothing until I see it. The fact you're going to walk and go to see it, that you took his transmission, his information as a truth. Otherwise, say, no, bring the house to me first. Let me see it. You understand? Anyway, so I made a video about that. The apostate prophet, he responded to me. Akhi, when he responded to me, do you know how many subscribers we are getting? Wallahi, we're not going to focus on followers, but from the non-Muslims. So through him, more, the non-Muslims going to listen to our side.
Have you got common sense and you've got rationality?
That's it, understand? So a lot of people, and this exactly what happened with one of the Sahaba. Whose name? Tufayl ibn Amr al-Dawsi. Tufayl ibn Amr al-Dawsi, he said, I was coming to Mecca just to do business. Just to do business. I was coming to Mecca to do business. I was not a Muslim. So he said, before I entered Mecca, the Arab pagans, they were outside. They said, who are you? He said, I am Tufayl ibn Amr al-Dawsi. He said, he's a leader of a big tribe in Yemen. So let us warn him, and guess who? And guess Prophet Muhammad. And guess Muhammad. So he said, they got me scared so much, I had to put a wool in my ears. So he said, I was doing tawaf, the shirky way. I saw Muhammad praying. So I liked his prayer. And he was reciting. So I said, I'm going to listen what he's saying. He removed. Then he started following Prophet Muhammad. Then he became a Muslim. So he gave him da'wah. The Arab pagans gave him da'wah. He said, if they left me, I would have just gone, do my thing and go. Because they told me about him. And Allah said, وَيَمْكُرُونَ وَيَمْكُرُ اللَّهِ وَاللَّهُ خَيْرُ الْمَاكِرِينَ. They plan, and Allah planned, and Allah is the best of the planners. You see?
Trying to sabotage, but it just went against.
Against them. That's why I say, my brothers here and my sisters, if you come to the park, I don't advise people to come to the park. Speakers corner, not anyone. If you come here, I know it's going to hurt us. It's going to get us upset. Someone insulted our prophet, but don't use your hands. Because that is giving them opportunity to utilize it online to show the people, say, look, we told the Muslims violence. You see, that's what they're looking for. You understand? Now, walk away if you're able to discuss with them, refute their doubts, expose them, their double standard, or walk away. Yeah, that's what we do. That's the best way. Because when you do that, I'm not saying by the way someone comes to attack you, give him the other chick. No, you defend yourself. Alhamdulillah. I said that many times. Someone attack me, defend myself. But we don't be like those clowns who came to the park, walking around like tawaf, not doing nothing. Then one of the Islamophobes in America used the video against the Muslims. Say, look how the Muslims, they want to implement Sharia in the park. Like that. That's why we have to have fiqh al-da'wah. Understanding how to give da'wah. You understand? How to give da'wah to this person is different than the other person. How to speak to the leader is different than how to speak to the businessman. How to speak to my mother or your father is different than how to speak to your neighbor. You understand? There is a way. That's why they call fiqh al-da'wah. Understanding, yes. And how you get that? By getting in contact with the scholars or people who've been da'wah for decades. And they say, I'm in the park insulting Prophet Muhammad, what should I do? What is the best way to do with it? They give you advice. But if me and you start taking advice from one another, we are young. We have emotion. You see, we're not that. You see what I'm saying?
Look, experience.
Insightful, yeah. Some experience, yes. Barakallah fikum.
Another thing, nowadays, people, what they're doing, now, for example, everything else, for example, in like, when it comes to studying and things like that, they go back to the sources,
Yeah.
They go reference back and things like that.
Yeah.
They go back and read and see. But their religion, no one wants to go back. Everyone wants to have his own way. Everyone come out their way.
Barakallah fik, akhi
Everyone
kareem.
is on his own
That's a good point.
And if you told them, go back to the main source and go back to the Qawaid, like the fundamentals and things like this, they look at you like crazy. But now you were saying that, for example, if you want to study medicine, if you want to study like anything, there's like furu', isn't it?
Yeah. There's usul and furu', yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then so everyone has his own route, but Deen, everyone wants to have his own way. Or this is the way, but it's not.
Yes,
You have to go back.
yes, that's true. Now all of us, if we want to go to university, you're not going to start making your own way how to study medicine. You're going to go back to sources. You're going to learn, you understand? But Allah is good point. When it comes to Islam, let me do my own way. We know the cure, but we turn away from it. We know the cure, understand? So that's what we need to do. When we say we need to go back to Quran and Sunnah, meaning how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave victory. Because my brothers, let me give you this one and I will go inshallah. Sorry for taking your time. There is two qadar. There's a qadr al-shar'i wal qadr al-kawni. There's a universal decree and there's a legislative decree. What is the difference between the two? Who knows? What is the difference between al-qadr al-kawni wal qadr al-shar'i? Okay, the difference between two, qadr al-shar'i, legislative decree, is a decree that which Allah decrees that He loves and is pleased with. That's called legislative decree. Allah decreed what? As-salat. Allah decreed what? As-zakat. Allah loves it. Universal decree, Allah decrees something, sometimes He loves it, sometimes doesn't love it. But He allows it to take place as what? As a test. You with me? So now, if something bad happened to us, what is this one? Everything happened by Allah's permission. This called what? Called al-qadr al-kawni. How we deal with Allah's decree, universal? We deal with it by the legislative. You see, because universal decree doesn't oppose the legislative decree. And the legislative decree doesn't oppose the universal decree. Why? Because both of them from Allah. So what is the universal decree? For example, Allah tried me with something. You know, may Allah save us and protect us. And if Allah tried us with something, we ask Allah to keep us patient and make our iman strong. And wallahi, you see from our brothers and sisters in Palestine, they have strong, mashallah, they have strong iman. Mashallah, you know, they're patient. Their children die and they say, Allah Akbar, alhamdulillah. May Allah bless them. You know, alhamdulillah. Yeah. Us in Britain, if something happened to us, we say, oh, I need to drink alcohol to forget my problems. Look our brothers and sisters in Palestine. You know? So a lot of people need to be like them, mashallah. You understand? Anyway, so now I look at it, is it punishment or is it what? We don't know. Maybe it's a punishment, maybe it's a test. You know, we don't know. So how do it? Regardless what it is, go back to Quran and Sunnah. Quran and Sunnah teach us how to deal with Allah's decree. But when you start dealing with universal decree, with your desires and innovations, and try to go against it. That's why when Hassan al-Basri, man came to him, he said, let us rebel against Hajjaj. He said, Hajjaj is a test and a punishment from Allah. How to deal with it with these swords? You're not going to remove him with these swords. You need to go back to Quran and Sunnah. What happened? Did they remove Hajjaj? Hajjaj killed all of them. You see? Why? Because we try to deal with Allah Qadr al-Kawni with our desires. But Allah already said, I'm going to test you with this stuff. Go back to Quran and Sunnah. Allah mentioned the stories of the prophets and messengers for a reason. Not for me and for you to read it before you go to sleep. You understand?
The test might be good for you as well.
Yeah, test raise you. Yeah, test raise you. Even punishment. Wipe your sins. Yeah.
It punishes a test.
Yeah.
How I take it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So how to deal with it? You understand? Anyway, Allah bless you. I have to go inshallah. Barakallahu feekum. Sallallahu nabina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi. Barakallahu feekum. Barakallahu feekum.